Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful episode here at Doctors of Podiatry. Today, I'm going to be presenting a case. I'll kind of mix and match two different clinical presentations. I will say 80% of what we're going to talk about today is going to be a possible MIFAS procedure, MIFAS, MIFAS. Okay, let's go ahead and write that, right? MIFAS. Minimally invasive foot and ankle surgery. Again, philosophy technique. This is a very young patient a diabetic patient who presents to Doctors of Podiatry today with a lot of pain to the right fifth toe. The patient has been battling this for a long time and it's affecting her daily life activities. The problem that the patient has is the patient has a rigid hammer toe deformity of the fifth toe. And also the problem is, I kind of painted this here I kind of exaggerated on purpose. This is, we'll call it the double whammy, another double whammy, double corn whammy. Okay, because the patient also has a huge corn on the outside and a huge IPK, intractable porokeratosis, IPK. And this is damn if you do, damn if you don't. You wear a tight fitting shoe, it presses on this one, pain. And then this one hits the toe next door, and that equals also pain. So let me show you guys, let's get a really clear picture. My only concern with this patient is the fact that she's diabetic. And I believe a lot in preventative procedures to avoid, especially interdigitally, not so much on the outside, in between the toes, to avoid a possible ulceration that may lead to other complications. So let's take a look at the toe first from here. Okay, come around. Let's get a really close up here. So as everyone can see, the toe is stuck. And the problem is, look at the size of this. Look at the size of this. And I mean, this is like, again, like concrete. And every time I press on this, it really, really creates a lot of pain. So this is a structural problem. Same goes in here. I want everyone to look deep in there. Get a real tap on that. There we go. So in there, deep in there, if you guys can see, there's a lesion. And that lesion is extremely right in there. I can feel the bone. And my only concern is, what if that bone, if that skin breaks down and the bone, right? All it takes is for some moisture to accumulate in the web space. The moisture will lead to skin breakdown, and all of a sudden you will see the bone just there. That's going to be a big problem. I'm very aggressive when it comes to patients with little, because this is something very minute, very small, but yet something small can lead to something. Exactly. That's number one. Number two, as everyone can see, this is a classic example as well. Let's come over here now. This is a classic example of also, of something that we see a lot with diabetic patients. This is severe onychomycosis, severe onychodystrophy. Not the typical ram's horn where you see it actually digging. But sometimes these nails they become a little bit loose. This one's not, but you can actually see she's also here. We're going to take care of all this today. But in between the toes, everything looks okay, right? That's where we look. When we look at these patients' feet, we want to make sure there's nothing in between the toes and there's nothing. But definitely, I mean, this is huge. This is important. And we spoke a lot about the pros and cons, and the cons, that's the problem, that the cons are serious, but the pros are, do outweigh the con itself, right? And the cons. So that's something that we're gonna definitely try to pursue, because I would hate to see something like this go in the wrong direction. This is how the domino effect starts, right? There's nothing. Let's prevent the nothing to something, right? Because it's just not worth it. That's how we save limbs and we save lives. A lot of people come here seeking, hey doctor, I have this, it really hurts me, can you just shave it down? Absolutely, we can do that. But in this particular case, it's more preventative, as well as pain relief, but I think it's 51.49%. Very interesting case. I'm gonna go ahead now, before anything, and I'm gonna go ahead and just trim it a little bit, okay? This is gonna alleviate some of the discomfort.
Oh, jeez.
Very little, very little. A lot of patients are sometimes a little bit of no, other way. There you go. A lot of patients are a little bit concerned, but what they fail to realize is, let's get close. Once you enucleate, look at the center again. The only thing I ask from the patient is not to move. Look at this. And this is gonna feel great. You don't have to go deep. It's usually the top portion of the lesion. And the bone is right there. She's been very, very lucky. I hate to use the word luck, but whatever she's been doing it right, because the skin hasn't broken down. But she's gonna thank me after this. Very carefully. Like that. Look at, this is the portion right here. You can actually see it's a different color. Right there. You see how that? And that's gonna feel a whole lot better. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? Like always, www.jawspodiatry.com, Instagram Dr. Tojam, Facebook Jaws Podiatry, and last but not least, Jaws Healthcare YouTube channel. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video. It's not Monday, it's Tuesday. So it's a great day. Have a wonderful day, everyone.